Locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on WINNMedia 98.9.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Island Tea right here on WINNMedia SKN. Today, yeah, man, we're here again. It's Monday, August 9th, 2021, and this morning it's your fave, Azam, and Jade, Gwen Johnson.
Yes, morning, people.
Jade.
Hi. Firstly, let's just tell people Kevin won't be in today because
Kevin,
in
in true Fet Van fashion, fetted until he could fet no more.
As he deserves to.
As he deserves to, and also fetted his voice away.
Yes, it was his birthday on Saturday, and he fully and thoroughly enjoyed it.
Even in space, one has to enjoy your birthday.
Of course, it would be uncivilized not to.
Uncivilized. Oh, but yeah, officially, happy belated birthday to the fave himself, the Slim God, the Chapstick Don, the Duke of Frigate Bay, Kevin Hanley.
Yes, round of applause for him for making it to another birthday.
Yeah. But but
somebody said as he should.
as he should.
Indeed.
But Jade,
what's up?
We probably did not have the amount of fetish.
Oh no.
Available to us this past weekend.
Oh no.
So how did you spend your weekend?
On Friday I went to have a drink with my best friend who tried to kill me with this concoction.
This is sounding like something y'all do
No.
regularly.
We went to Champion. She was all excited about this drink that she had at Champion for her birthday. So she wanted me to try it, and I can tell you I will never try it again.
Oh, so her excitement translated into your dismay?
Yeah, it wasn't like I didn't die, but
I mean, if that's the threshold for things that we don't like anymore.
Yeah, man. I didn't die.
Wow.
But other than that, like my weekend was very quiet. Like I just spent it at home, relaxing, watching TV, binging my usual crime documentaries and scary stories because, I did work, of course.
What you watching right now?
Nothing in particular, right? But I used to love listening to Mr. Nightmare on YouTube.
Mr. Nightmare.
Yeah.
What's that?
He tells like stories from people submit stories to him and he tell them, but he has this really creepy voice. So whatever story they give him, it sounds like a scary story.
So basically, this is like ghost stories for adults.
It's not ghost.
I know, but I mean, like, for adults.
Some of them. Yeah.
I mean, for adults, like.
Yeah. That's, and then what
What they used to call it there? Like, zombie story? Like,
oh, I thought, I mean, like.
No, like, you know, like, when we'll out hear stories about, like, when, like, people from the older generation will be old and they'll gather around the fire in the village.
They used to talk about the Sukanyo and them and the jack-o'-lantern.
They zombie them, yeah.
I used to love those stories, you know. Probably that's why I said that one.
Right. I don't know what you saw now, Jade. I don't know. Your love for mystery is...
I actually want to create a mystery series based on the Caribbean folklore, which I probably will, because, you know, when I start going to do something, I actually don't do it. So look out for that. Caribbean scary mystery stories coming soon.
Anansi stories.
Anansi was creepy. I don't know if he was scary. Some of the stories was kind of creepy. Not gonna lie.
So which story you really like the Caribbean context?
The Sukanyo story. Yeah, the woman who have goat feet and she goes around and she steals your skin. Yeah, that one kinda. And she can't. She can't turn left. She can't turn. She got
some direction. She can't.
Yeah, she can't turn one direction. That one is interesting. And your grandmother ever tell you don't walk in the house backward because John be going to follow you in? Or some stories, huh? My grandmother used to tell me a lot of them folklores.
Yeah, I mean, I would be told them in story form, not as in truth. You know, like there's a difference between you saying, "Watch it when you're small, they used to tell us," as opposed to, "Watch you. Make sure you always got salt in your pocket in case John follow you."
Oh no, my grandmother used to tell me in truth. She used to tell me, "No, when you go, don't come back inside. Don't walk backward. The John gonna follow you in."
Look here, right? Up to a few years ago, you could really tell the people who was like serious about the Jumbie and obvious stuff. Eh? Like up to a few years ago, I don't see it so much now, but you'd be able to see like the plants on the landing turn upside down and
what?
Yeah, like you'll see people like have like the little pots on the porch, like hanging in the porch.
But upside down?
Yeah. No, like these little, they're almost like aloes. Yeah, people have them like hanging, like growing on the porch. It wouldn't be no big deal. People just take it as like style if you don't know. But it's one of them superstition things.
Somebody saying no, you should walk backwards at night into your house so that Jumbie doesn't follow you. I had this debate recently with my friends, and I felt like it was the walk backwards one, and they told me no, you're supposed to not walk backwards. So I don't know which one it is at this point. I guess people heard different stories.
What's going on is that Jumbie following a lot of people.
Clearly.
Jumbie following a lot of people. One way or the other, a lot of our house full of Jumbie right now. That's pretty much what I'm hearing. Like.
Because none of us know the truth.
Yeah, so as a matter of fact,
somebody correct.
The best way to do it is half the times walk backward, half the times walk forward. So only half the times you got Jumbie in your house.
What was another one that they used to tell me as a child? Don't climb through the window. Don't put a child through the window because they're going to turn into a thief. What was another one, boy?
You know, I had a friend who was convinced that his grandmother obeyed him to thief. Like what? He was convinced, like
because he couldn't stop stealing.
He couldn't stop stealing.
Boy, I heard that one. I read it too.
But he was convinced, like he convinced. Well, I mean, he was convinced that his grandmother walked obey on him.
If the man realized, like his fingers them just keep getting stickier and stickier, and he realized it's like
sittings and can't leave them.
Yeah, and it's out of his will. It's well, you know, a small little obey. Maybe he do his grandmother something, and she was like, "I'm gonna fix you." Because you know lots of old people don't play that, like especially they said in Nevis, especially if you want obvious somebody go to Nevis and get your obvious special 2-for-1. Also Dominica and Haiti and all of these places.
And what happened? I remember something about the shirt inside out. What would happen again?
I don't remember that one.
That's supposed to protect you, I think.
Somebody tell us what the shirt inside out mean. I don't remember.
Yeah, but this thing, one of the things that I don't really like so much is I don't like how we associate like African spirituality with negative
Right?
connotations. Like it does really get to me. Like it does really get to me because I feel like this. Like, and I read a quote one time. It was like, if African spirituality invokes negative feelings in you, you just haven't really distanced yourself from the way you were colonized. Morning, Weedy.
And I agree because like why every religion is fine, but when you practice your spirituality through African religion, all of a sudden you're a obvious person, you into black magic and all of these things. Like, you know what funny? I thought about it the other day. It probably wasn't funny for the people who it happened to. But remember back then when like if you do anything amazing you were just a witch?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was actually watching a documentary on the Salem witch trials like last week.
Oh, you got to show me that one.
Yeah, we got a caller though, Jade. Caller, good morning, you're live on Island T. What's up? Oh.
La.
I think that isn't held on too long. Let's see if we got this one. Good morning, caller, you're live on Island T.
Hey, good morning to all the listeners home and abroad. What you're selling? What
Morning.
you're selling? What you're selling? What you got in the bottle?
What we got in the bottle?
What bottle?
Only let me see.
You talk about the aloes. People have nailed them by the door. Show. But you asked about the shirt. On the wrong side?
Yeah.
So the shirt on the wrong side is to confuse the zombies.
Okay, I got
They
you.
won't follow you.
Right.
If a zombie following you, you turn around your shirt. Confusing.
Guys.
But this thing used to be big business, you know?
Yeah, man.
And I just said, Nevis had the thing, man. Nevis used to get Bigfoot and Raleigh. So,
Listen,
I don't know who are the inheritors of that spirit.
Yeah, man.
Listen, we have to come.
But I grew up in the village, born and grew. And they had people up there used to line up when full moon night. The people providing the services, man, business was good.
Yeah, man.
Long line, people going for their boyfriend. All like Jade would have been there.
Yeah, I
get
tell
some
you.
love potion.
I tell you already, I know a couple of people. I have somebody who used to make compelling powder.
Yeah. Man, and they chuck cocoa all in front of your step. Cocoa, you know. And baby powder. And they send you, they had one used to head to see water every morning to wash down the steps.
Oh.
You understand? But because you know the cemetery there's a plenty zombie story up the village.
Oh yeah.
Plenty.
Of course.
But,
Care about it.
I don't know about the spirituality thing, you know, because some of it was demonic, eh? When you set about to do people ill, it's a different story to pray for somebody to do good.
Very right.
You understand? If you're gonna, and it goes without trying to deny it, on the mainland, on the continent, and in some countries that carry the thing. So you hear about walking dead and so. These things are real. They bury you alive. And the doctor, there are people in the States, the doctor couldn't diagnose nothing, and the man said, look, somebody bury him. You know, but all you got to cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. And all who don't want it, well, you expose. All right then.
All right.
Yeah, Miss, and I have to come sit
sit
down with you for some of these stories for the series because I feel like you have a lot of them.
But you remember she lived in the village.
That's
The
what I'm
village
telling you.
was full of zombie. I mean, you couldn't really avoid it.
Bro, I used to
The
see
cemetery
people
right
walk
there.
through the cemetery, right? And I used to
You
be
still
like,
people still doing that?
Yeah, no, I would do it now, but back then, I am not going into no cemetery.
We got a caller, Jade. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T.
Yes, good morning, guys.
Morning.
You know, like Miss was saying, I mean, I heard some stories, but I can tell you, my husband, right, when he and I first started dating, we used to, he used to say my grandmother used to press him at night. What we used to have to do is put something red over the bedpost. And my husband again, when we had lived down in his grandmother's house, we had a neighbor that lived next door. He used to tell him every time his grandmother visited him. And there used to be a spirit literally fighting to have intercourse with my husband at night when he's sleeping.
I mean, he's a desirable man.
And it's his grandmother who used to protect him. And I'm going to give you another story where my husband told me. He told me one night he was walking from town, coming up factory, late night. And when he going home, it was late. And the next day, he went by his aunt's house. And his aunt asked him, what were you doing out on the street so late? His aunt tell him, never you walk on the street so late again. His aunt tell him it was his grandmother that protected him on his way home. Now, how his aunt know that he was walking late that night?
The spirits.
There gotta be some truth to these things.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
Yeah, man.
we don't want to believe it, but there's got to be some truth. I know I experienced my husband getting up in the night when we was up living up on the Poland, and he would say my grandmother was pressing him, and he literally used to have to fight for spirit, trying not to have intercourse with him. And Mr. Abbott.
But I want to know why his grandmother want to stop him from getting a little loving.
A little ghost way.
But why would you? Mr. Abbott used to tell my husband, your grandmother was there last night. This is a man who quiet man used to just sit on his porch. And he would sit outside and he would tell my husband, your grandmother was visiting you last night. Because there was something, sometimes people just want to stop you before God they see the enemy know your potential and he knows what God have for you. And sometimes spirits are there to hinder you. I mean, there is just so much story that I've heard, and when it comes to my husband, I witnessed some of the things. So there gotta be some truth to it somewhere.
Yeah.
As growing up as kids, we heard a lot. To be honest, we heard a lot of stuff that would creep you out. But I know my husband, he is a living testimony of things that happened to him that is weird, that shouldn't happen. You have a good day.
All right.
You know you're the hot boy when both the living and
the dead trying to get with you, bye.
Bye.
Theo, give me a secret,
used to do it, bye.
Give me a secret, bye.
But yeah, I used to get pressed a lot when I used to live at Park Range. My grandma actually died in our house, but I don't know if that's why. But I used to get, not even when I used to live there alone, but majority of my pressings have
in
been
the house?
what? As in, I'm not even exaggerating, right? One day, it was in the day, I think I came from Juva or something, and after I get home, I do all what you have to do, I went to take a nap.
So, right.
So I deep in my sleep and I kid you not, right? I felt somebody jump directly onto my bed. So the bed sank down, and I sprang up. So I woke up now, nobody in my room. I said, okay. Okay. I hear you loud and clear. Whoever you are, I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, now you done jam, you come home, can sleep. Get up, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, I used to get pressed so much that I used to just get accustomed to it.
What first name? What they call sleep paralysis now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fancy way to it.
No, but let me ask you a question. Like, you believe in spirits?
Yeah.
So you believe in like the ancestors, and the ancestors like watching out for us or looking over us, or just even have some idea of what's happening with us,
Yeah, I would think so.
Why we don't honor the ancestors?
Because we don't believe in ghosts in this country. We only believe in...
But if you ask most people, they would admit to believing in spirits. Most people. So I always wonder why we don't honor, like, and some other countries in the Caribbean and so especially, that is run of the mill, like that's normal.
Yeah, to honor your ancestors. I don't know why we don't do it here. Maybe it's the religion. Religion. Yeah.
But the same religion teaches us that these spirits are real. Like,
I think people have put a negative connotation to spirits. Like every time they hear spirits, they automatically think it's Jumbie or something negative, not realizing that there are other.
Look, anything that speaks and harkens back to our spirituality prior to enslavement, like, is demonized.
Wonder why.
Is demonized.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I told you already. I've gone to like events. I've gone to seminars, conferences, workshops, where you have the libations, like the libations before, like, especially places like Guyana and so. Then you go and you have to, welcome the spirits, welcome the ancestors, thank them for guidance, thank them, and like just like how here, but watch you, right? It don't get weird to you that how much things here we got to start with prayer.
Yeah, a lot. Everything.
Like I'd be like, I realize what we're gonna talk about directly after the prayer.
Yeah.
Like it interests me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like. It's easy for people to be like, generally, yeah, everything's supposed to start with prayer, right? Everything's supposed to start with prayer. That if you say that, like, it sounds good
On paper.
until you start recognizing how many things actually start.
And yeah, I don't think you want to pray in front of all of them.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, and even for instance, like, people would even know we've been talking a lot about Haiti recently, and like, even their religion is demonized in itself.
Yep.
Like, it's demonized. So like voodoo is considered like dark magic or evil and whatever. Which, the truth is, a lot of people who talk about voodoo being this or that, like, literally have no real concept of what voodoo is. Like, they have no idea. Like, they have no idea about the laws. They have no idea of, like, Papa Legba. They might have heard it in a song or in a movie somewhere. Dambala. Like, these are all, like, entities in, like, this religion that are pretty cool. Like, you know what interests me about most, let's say ancient religion, even though voodoo is a pretty new one, it kind of is like is a mesh between like Catholicism and like Voodoo, which is an older religion, right? African religion. So like the gods are the deities. Well, in Voodoo they call them Loas. The Loas, like, and Orishas, they actually they possess very human tendencies. Like, they're more relatable. Right? Like, they have very specific personalities, very specific likes and dislikes. They have relationships with one another. Like,
they should.
They're very relatable. Like, I always find that very interesting. The same thing in like Greek mythology and like I like Norse gods, like Thor them and so, and Loki them.
Loki and Thor.
Speaking,
I have to go catch up on that. See, anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Loki, this series any good?
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know. I have to catch up on it. I saw people raving about it, so hopefully.
I'll check it out, but I want to watch Manifest. How we get here from? I asked you one question, Jade. I asked you what you've been watching. And now we're talking about like about Papa Legba.
It's your fault.
Big up Papa Legba one time.
Yeah, man, whoever you are.
I don't think I was supposed to say Dambala's name.
I don't know who that one is, but I can't.
He was like the primordial serpent from which all life was created.
Salt.
Yeah.
I thought, see, the phone line's going crazy still. What do you want here? Talk about Jumbie?
Good morning, Carly, live and Island. What's your favorite Jumbie?
This is me again. Have you ever heard of the Jumbie fire on the hill over Canary?
About it, but I don't remember the story.
Jade said she was there, she liked it.
What?
That's not a lie, Jade.
Yeah.
But I could remember. And this was when I was small, this when I was an adult. It had a Jumbie fire on the hill in Canary.
You're saying that they can't out it, right? They can't put it out?
Yeah, somebody had they went Nevis and steal somebody's jewelry, this girl. And the person tell her bring back the jewelry and she refused to come back the jewelry. So my mom said the Sunday, the dead day, and they hear a big stone, put it on, big stone just firing all over the place. Nobody know where the stone them coming from. But stone just belting at the house. When you look at house on fire, but it's not burning.
Yep.
I really heard this one.
Yeah, bye.
Those are some crazy things.
Yeah.
But I mean, imagine you see stone coming and you don't know where the stone them coming from.
Bye.
So you got sometimes learn to leave people things.
And I could tell you, I have my brother, right? My oldest brother. No, listen to this story. My brother, he's married twice, right? But the first wife he married, he wasn't supposed to marry that wife. Because when he married that first wife, he was actually making wedding plan with his second wife. But he was dating the first wife. He was dating the first wife first. But this is what she tell us. She went to St. Thomas. I hear her. I went to this man and the man tell me, you know, you have a good man, hold on to him. Mm-hmm. But then she walked with one of his shirts and kite down there and they bury it on that tree.
Right.
But my aunt tell her before my aunt died, my aunt tell her one thing. No matter how the other you work, he won't stick. And imagine my brother making wedding plans with one woman. Wedding plans, you know, but when we look all of a sudden outside the blue, he gets up so he can go marry this other woman. Huh?
Melda, who you making wedding plan? Carry in me name to be a man.
I didn't last long. And my aunt tell her no matter how much up there you work, it will never keep the licks off of you. And that was so true.
Oh.
You have a good you guys.
Nice. Sparrow, I believe the lady she's talking about named Melda. And Sparrow write a song about her.
Well,
Sparrow write a song about her. Bye.
That's vibes.
Bye. All you do can't get through. I still ain't married to you.
Wow. You don't want to stick up Mickey here because you got the officer here laughing with your nonsense. So yeah, guys, we'll be right back with Traffic Talk right here on LNT. Stay tuned.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
We are faced with tough decisions every day, but choosing the right home or motor insurance shouldn't be one. You need fast claim settlement from a company that's been rooted for over 31 years. And don't forget the A Excellent rating by AM Best. Make the intelligent choice. Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Reliable insurance that you can count on. Get a quote today for your home, motor, contents, and liability insurance needs, and make the intelligent choice. Caribbean Alliance. Tomorrow secured. Local agents, Dalil Walwyn & Co. Limited. Telephone 465-2631 or 469-5303 for the Nevis office.
Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode. Attention all drivers. I'm begging you to slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down, down. Too many stunt drivers on the road, man. With the fire day, driver, what's your emergency?